Blog Talk Radio.
It's MOF Radio. When you want to know what's up in the MOF.
Well, here we are. It's been quite a journey. And the work you've done has gotten you this far. You weren't perfect. God knows that. But you were good enough to get here.
One word, baby. Play on.
And now it's time to get better. To play harder. To give more. If you don't think you're a winner, you don't belong here. Because victory is waiting for you. It's waiting for the Jets. It's waiting for the Colts. It's waiting for the Saints. It's waiting for you on that field. It's waiting for you to run towards it, to fight for it, to snatch it away from the opponent.
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead you? Who'd have thought they'd lead you? Back here where we need you.
Welcome back, everyone, to the MOF radio show. I am your host, Commissioner Dipko, and we are in our fourth show of season 23. And I have to say, this radio show has taken off for us. I want to thank everyone involved, especially my main man, Paulie. We're doing Rob Powers proud, I'm sure. Now, if you want to be a guest tonight, simply call 646-595-3554. We currently have a lot to go over tonight. If you were wondering what that introduction song was all about, we are welcoming back a certain coach to the MOF, Coach William M., better known as Beast 10790. Coach Beast won the MOF Super Bowl back in season 22. Oh, no, I'm sorry, season 21. Then he left the league. He didn't play season 22, so he left the league abruptly without ever defending his title. Team he won the Super Bowl with was the Buffalo Bills. He beat Coach Vinny in the Super Bowl that year, young cat. So that opens the door. He is now the Bills again. Coach Woody has stepped down, so Coach Beast is running back with the Bills. So look out, AFC East. Buffalo will be knocking on your doorstep. Let me just say, as we get into the spring months, March, April, there's May, there's June, we're going to lose some coaches. It's imminent that that is going to happen. However, the MOF is going to stand strong through these months. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going right up until Madden 14. So we've contacted some coaches of the HCML, actually, and some others around Madden Universe. We're going to beef up our waiting list. For instance, we just signed HCML's current champion. His name's Coach Has N2K. I'm not sure if you guys know him or not, but he's going to coach the Jaguars, who are winless. It doesn't look like he's going to make the playoffs, but hey, you never know. I guess it's almost like when the WWF signed Goldberg from WCW, huh? A wrestling reference. Okay, so I'm really looking forward to seeing him play. So as we lose coaches here and there, we're going to replace them. So don't worry. I just wanted to make that clear to everyone. So now tonight, Paulie and I are going to be going over each division, each team's record, their playoff chances, the same standings. They're getting extremely interesting as the weeks build up to the postseason. Currently, we just got word that the Chiefs have defeated Paulie's favorite team, the Denver Broncos, in a blowout, 37-9. Wow. I would say that's an upset, but I'm not so sure it is. The Chiefs have been playing out of this world. He's easily going to be Rookie of the Year, but he might as well be the Coach of the Year now. That was a great win. So the Chiefs have to be in everyone's mind. So with that, let's bring on Coach, co-host Paulie Mendez. Paulie, how about those Broncos, huh?
What's up, man? I don't know. I'm shocked right now in my pants. I thought it was a typo. I don't know if I drank too many beers or if it was a typo. But wow, I went over the stats and Castle threw 8 passes, 4 completed. Charles had a field there, but it came down to the defense. Manning, I don't know what was going on. Maybe he had some neck problems going on, or maybe his wife left him, but he threw 6 picks. I don't know how that happened. Must have got some pressure on him, but I'm still shocked. Chiefs coach making some noise. I wouldn't want to play him first round.
Yeah, I can't believe Peyton Manning threw 6 interceptions. He's the leading candidate for AFC MVP, but that might change. It might change now.
Wow.
All right, so the first thing I guess I want to do, we had some finals first. Some games just got finished. It looks like you beat Detroit, which helps me out, so I thank you off the bat here. Week 14, you beat Detroit 35-28. What happened there?
Oh, close one, man. That guy can play. He's underrated. He schemes, and he can tell he schemes by his defense that comes out, and he's tough. It came down to a couple plays here and there, both vet coaches going at it, and Chad Johnson's hard to stop, and I don't know what to say, but I'm lucky. I'm just lucky to get 3 more games left, and I only have 3 losses. So he's a great coach, so you can't underestimate him.
Yeah, he is a very good coach. People forget that he won a Super Bowl with the Raiders a few seasons back, so people need to understand that. And also, Week 11, it looks like this score just went final. Quincy Peterson got his first shot at the former, I guess you can say he's a former champion, Coach Beast. He beat the Buffalo Bills 22-21, so welcome back, huh?
Wow, Beast, what are you doing? Did you lose your mojo after all that time of being soft? And I don't know what we were playing field hockey, but, now it's time to get back up to things, and I expect you to show your true champion colors come Jets in Miami week. Come on, man, I'm counting you, man. I need you. Come on, let's go. Let's get it done.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but so without any further ado, let's go to the standings, and we can break down some playoff hopes here if you'd like to pull that up for us.
Sure.
So the first thing I'm going to look at is the AFC East, which obviously just got a lot tougher with the signing of Beast in Buffalo. But right now the Jets hold a 1-game lead over the Dolphins, and they hold a commanding lead over the Bills, and the Patriots look like they're just about out. Now, I expect the Jets to hold on barely, but I think they're going to win this division. I think the Dolphins are going to get a wild card spot, and I think the Bills will have a say before it's all said and done.
Yeah, it's tough to say. I don't know. This is a tough one. I think Alex might, poop down the side of his leg on this one. I don't know. I think Aaron might take the division, and the Jets taking the wild card. I think they play each other one more time, and I think, I don't know. Dolphins might take that. Jets are kind of hot and cold. You don't know what you're going to get. They lose one, they win one, they lose one, they don't show up for one, they lose one. So I don't know. I think Aaron might, be the top here, and then Jets getting out that wild card spot, if I'm not wrong.
Okay, so with that said, the AFC North, it looks like you're pulling away here from the Ravens. You just keep winning big game after big game, and I'm very impressed with your wins here. And you've taken over the second seed in the AFC, and it looks like if you keep winning, I think you are going to be in line for a bye. So you got to keep winning. And the Ravens are right there as well. The Ravens are 7-4. They won 7 straight games before losing. I think they lost last night to the Bears in a tough game. But the Ravens have to be accounted for. It's just the AFC is so tough. I don't think they're going to make it. I mean, it's going to be a tough battle down the stretch. But I'm going to go with you winning division and the Ravens just falling short in the playoffs.
Yeah, AFC is so much better than the NFC. It's not even close. Now, just look at the record. Let's look at the wild card teams that are going to make it. It's crazy. But, the thing is it's going to come down to me and me and Josh's game week, I think 16, and that's what's going to decide this division. He's still only a game back in the loss column, so it's going to come down to that week between me and the Ravens. So, he better bring his, nuts with him because it's going to be a tough one.
All right. So, and also I forgot to mention, we just got Coach Jay Ditt back for the Browns. He's been an MOF veteran for a long time, in and out, but he's back and he's with the Browns, and I don't think he's going to turn it around, but you never know. So now the AFC South has just been the same all season, basically. The Titans leading the way, very quietly leading the way, but they're leading the way. The Texans are winning some games here and there. I think they jumped up the most in the power rankings this week, but they're looking good. And then we got, looks like the Colts at 4-7, and then the Jaguars, who were just removed, but I'm getting messages right now. It looks like he was about to play some people, so I might have made a mistake. But either way, Haas N2K, I guess that's how to pronounce it. He's going to take over the Jags, and I might have to get Chris Shallin, somebody else, because now I feel bad.
Yeah, wake me up when this is over. This is, I think, the most boring, by far, division in the MOF. I could sleep through this division all day long and won't wake up because it's so boring. It's not even funny. And I think the Jaguars coach, the new one will be good. But, give the old guy, Chris, give him a new team. Give him a new blow and trying somebody else out. He deserves another crack because he was so bad with the Jags.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel bad that I removed him. But, you know what, in my defense, I sent an email to him yesterday, last night. I sent it again this morning. I said, anyone who does not get back to me by tonight, I will have to replace. And he did play the least amount of games so far, so that's my defense. But I will get Shall on the team. It might be the Falcons. It might be the Cowboys. I'm not sure, but I'll get him back in. He shouldn't worry too much. Now, look at the AFC West. We got the Broncos and Chiefs and Raiders. These guys are in a dogfight. The Chiefs just beat the Broncos I'm not going to say it's an upset. I'm just going to say it's kind of a shocker, I guess, because Denver was so hot. But that opens the door for you to possibly get the 1 seed if Denver can fall a couple more times. The Chiefs, I think, are going to be the 5th seed, and they're going to be really tough out in the playoffs. The Raiders are falling back a little bit, but they also obviously have a shot. The Chargers are, totally gone. But before I finish that, Vinny, our thoughts and prayers are with you as the MOF. Vinny, you've been a great guy the whole time you've been here since day one, it seems like. But we just want to let you know you're in our thoughts and prayers, and we hope everything goes okay.
Yeah, Vinny, I second that, man. You're the man. I love you. You've been through thick and thin. Not many coaches can stick through a lot of tough seasons, so I give you a lot of credit for that. Now, moving to the division, I'm disappointed with my man Dan, Trigger Dan there. Wow, he had it, and then he lost it. He's just, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to make the playoffs now. He needs to come up with some, undefeated play in the next couple weeks to make the playoffs because the Chiefs are coming on strong. It's going to come down to him in the Chiefs game, I think. But, Brett, wow, you were showing up today, boy. This is like Patriots-Giants Super Bowl all over again for me because I didn't think we were going to lose again. But, you proved to be human, and that's a good thing in the AFC. Now you have those, the voices in your head. Those are going to be coming around come playoff time because you're not superhuman.
Exactly. There's a week left in the regular season after next week, and then you lose one game, and you start to second-guess yourself and say, hey, do I still have it? And that could definitely be a problem there. So the AFC looks like this. Right now we have the 1 seed, the Denver Broncos, the 2 seed, the Pittsburgh Steelers. The 3 seed is the Jets. Right now they're slated to play the 6 seed Miami Dolphins, which would be a great opening wild card game. And then the Titans are the 4 seed, and they would be opening up against the Chiefs, the 5th seed team.
Yeah, that's the way I see it. It's Raiders, Chiefs. Those two are a toss up. I don't know what's going to go on. Depends on what happens in that game. But I think maybe the 2 wild card spots. I don't know. It's Miami. I don't know. It's just tough. Both of them might even come. Both of them might come from the West. You don't even know. Depends on how Aaron does. If the Beast smacks Aaron around like he got smacked. I mean, absolutely smacked. And I love saying that. He got absolutely smacked last night, and I love it. I love every moment of it, and I love it. But he got smacked. If he gets smacked a couple more times, he's on the outside looking in, and he can take his bullshit ways, to the beach.
He definitely got destroyed by the Saints, and hey, the Saints said he was going to do it, and he did it. He whipped them real bad. So, yeah, you can imagine. Looks like the Raiders, Ravens, and Bills could all be out of the playoffs, and that would be crazy to see that.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go to the NFC right now, and it looks like the NFC East we're going to start with, and I think the Redskins are just about ready to clinch this division. The Giants, who are a little behind, are 4-4. They still have a shot at playoffs because they're 500, and the NFC is just not that good. The Eagles are falling back at 4-6, but they still have a shot as well. The Cowboys, they also haven't played a game in a while. They're 2-6, but again, if they can win a few games in a row, they're right in the mix. But right now I see the Redskins, and I don't think anyone else from this division is going to make it in.
No, man, this is Bet's division. It's all over, Stick the nail in the coffin. It's done. I see, a couple of teams in the division with 8 games played, 4-4. There's nothing that attracts me in this division. I thought the Eagles had a chance, but he's just not ready to be, prime-time performer in the MOF right now. So, Betts, it's all yours, baby. Let's see if we can get it done finally for once.
Yeah, well, the Eagles have a lot of problems on special teams. I don't think Hulk can really control their special teams right now. Every time it seems like they field the punt, they fumble it. So I just kind of feel bad for him. Maybe a little bit, not really. So the NFC North right now, it looks like the Bears have clinched the NFC North, so congrats to him. We can't put a little Y next to his name, next to the Bears, because it's kind of messing up the coding. But he did win the division. Congrats to him. He's a few wins away from clinching the number 1 seed and possibly going undefeated, which I called a while back, a few weeks ago. I think he still will go undefeated. And he's going to be tough to beat, obviously. Now, the North, we might get a playoff team. The Lions right now are 5-6, and yours truly is 5-7, and the Packers are 1-7. And if the Packers can win some games in a row, they have a shot as well. So I'm going to say Bears win this division. Obviously, they already won it, and I would think either myself or the Lions are going to get that 6th seed.
Yeah, it's a tough division. Vinny and my predictions still stand that he will not win the Super Bowl this season. Somebody will beat him, and that's my prediction. I stand to it. I've played him. I've played other guys, and I think he can be beat. If he has a great, run, well, so be it. I'll slap him in the butt, but I think he's beatable, definitely. As far as the wild card goes, I don't know, man. It kills it that the Saints are coming on lately. The Saints are really coming on.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, the Saints are coming on. That really kills the Vikings and the Lions' chances. And the Rams, don't sleep on the Rams. They've been my sleeper pick for the wild card all season. Don't sleep on them. They're those 4 teams are in contention for the last wild card spot. Saints, Vikes, Lions, and Rams. Those are the 4 teams I see getting the 6th seed, unless Jay Fawn, poops a little bit more in that diaper, and I think he will. But I think the Saints might take over Jay Fawn. But other than that, maybe as Vikings or the Lions. But I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. Now let's talk about the NFC South, which could see 3 teams make the playoffs this season. The Panthers, who just beat the Bills, are now 8-3. They're getting closer to clinching this division. They already beat the Bucs twice, so 1 more win, and I think they clinch it. Actually, 2 more wins, and he clinches that division. The Bucs are 7-6. It looks like they were kind of falling off there, but they just had a huge win over the 49ers, which puts them in prime position to clinch a playoff spot. But it's still not over for them because the Saints look great right now. They just whipped the Dolphins, put 60 up on them. So if the Saints can continue, they hold the 6th spot right now. If they, fate is in their hands. If they can keep winning, we're going to see 2 rookies in the playoffs.
Yeah, Saints, I'm going to give you a shout out right now. I love it, man. I love it. If your ass was right in front of me, I'd kiss it because I love what you did to the Dolphins. You just shut him up. And what I like best is you said you were going to do it, and you did it. I give you mad props for that. That deserves, an MOF applaud right there, baby. But anyways, as far as the division goes, I think, Queasy's pretty much got it. He's my boy. He's going to get it done. Losing to the Jets, I didn't really feel him losing to the Jets, but it might have been a tough game. It's hard to prepare for Alex. Jay Fawn is Jay Fawn. But, I think the Saints, man, who I'm scared of him right now because you don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah, he could definitely be a sleeper in the NFC. And hey, but imagine seeing the Saints and Chiefs in the Super Bowl, 2 rookies who started mid-season. That would be crazy, but it's definitely a possibility.
Yeah, I don't know.
So now we move on to the NFC West, which is a toss-up. So, MMX has had a chance to clinch this division numerous times, but he just keeps falling short. So he's opening the window here for the Rams, who are 5-7 and only a game and a half back of the Niners. I don't think they're playing anymore. I think they split the season series, but the Niners, they really need to win some games or else they're going to find themselves out of the playoffs. The Rams are still alive in the division and in the wild card at 5-7. The new Cardinals coach won a couple games. He's looking like he obviously is here to play. And the Seahawks almost are officially out. Did we lose Paulie? Oh, we lost him. Okay, that's all right. What are you going to do? It's live radio show. So, like I said, it looks like the Niners need to really win some games or they're going to be out. Paul, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I just got back on. I got disconnected. But, yeah, this division is really a sleeper division. Nobody from this division is going to do anything. It's just horrible. MMX, just lost to J-Fon, which is J-Fon in the last week or so. You're pretty bad. But it's just, I don't know. I think this division is not going to do much. Worst division in the MOF right now. I think even the Titans, from the South, from the AFC, it could be. I think this division is bad. I think the Rams might sneak up on MMX. I don't know. MMX is, he's smoking too many hockey sticks. I don't know, but we'll see what happens with that. I don't know. Boring.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing, but the Niners are an extremely good team, and I think they're the top-rated team in the game. So I don't know what's going on. He should definitely be a lot better than 6-5. But so the NFC playoff picture looks like this. The Bears are the 1 seed. I don't think that's going to change. 11-0. The Redskins are the 2 seed. He looks like he's going to stay there at 10-2. The 3 seed is the Panthers right now, who lead the NFC South, and they would be playing the 6 seed New Orleans Saints, which would be a doozy of a game there. And then the 4 seed, the Niners, would have a rematch with the Bucs, the 5 seed, at 7-6. So the NFC playoff picture is definitely far from over. We could have a lot of movement in the last few weeks here. But right now, the Saints and Bucs hold the 5 and 6 spots.
Wow. Shocker.
So, with that said, it's time for Paulie and Jeff's 6-pack picks. I just started the music. Hopefully you can hear it. There we go. All right. So,
good.
Right now, it looks like you are having a commanding lead on me. You're 45-29 with the picks, and I am 41-33. So you have a 4-game lead on me with only a few weeks left. I don't know what to say. You're doing better than I am, and I run the league, so it's kind of funny. But yeah. So week 13. We're gonna start with week 13. We have the Steelers at the Vikings. That is the first game that I put on the slate here. This game was obviously already played last
Motivation.
night. Yeah, you beat me, and I can't be mad. I'm not mad at you. You're a great competitor. You run a great defense, and it's really tough to score on you. Your goal line D is great, and I don't know why I even picked myself, but you picked me too, so we both lost that game.
Yeah, I feel bad for you. You're playing, with a team that's pretty much equivalent to my Pop Warner D team. So I give you much props. You do what you do, and you do it well, and you do it with a team that's not really an NFL caliber team. So I give you credit for that.
Thank you. Okay, so the 5th best game I have on the schedule is the Dolphins at the Saints, which was also played. And the Saints just whipped their ass, I guess you can say. The score, I still can't believe it every time I look at the score. 61-14. The Saints beat the Dolphins by a good almost 50 points there.
Yeah, I don't think any of us picked this game, but I wish I did because oh my God, that pumped me up when I woke up in the morning and I checked the blast and I saw that score. Wow, I jumped up in my undies. It was pretty good.
All right, so the 4th best game I have on slate here was the Niners at the Bucs. This game has been finished. I picked Niners to win this game. As soon as I picked against Jayfon, he wins the damn game. You picked the Bucs, you won that one. That was a big game for Jayfon's Bucs.
Yeah, Jayfon's bad, but I don't think he's that bad that he's going to lose to MX and his 49ers. The San Francisco curse was put on me last season, and it remains.
I see. And speaking of San Francisco, actually, they just beat the Seahawks 30-14. So that's an update there. So he gets closer to pushing that division. So the 3rd best game I have on slate here is the Jets at the Panthers, which was also played. I picked the Panthers to win that game. You picked the Jets, and you beat me again.
Yeah, the Jets they're cold, hot. So they came off a loss. I figured they would win, and they did. They got it done. The Panthers, they think they're good, but, they're in the NFC, and that's not really that good unless you're the top 2.
That's true. Sean Green scored 3 touchdowns in that game, so if Peasy really wants to battle his top 2 NFC, beasts, he's going to have to stop the run, because if he doesn't, it's going to be a long, long playoff drought for him.
True.
All right, so the 2nd best game I have on the slate here was the Ravens at the Bears. That game was already played. We both picked the Bears to win that game. You picked the score 31-24. I picked 37-31, and that game did not disappoint. It was very close. The Bears did win that game 27-17.
Yeah, I think the Ravens, they're going under the radar. You never know what's going to happen with them. They might win out, hopefully not against me, but they're a hot team right now. Josh has them playing well, and I think, like I said before, the Bears, they can be beat. Yes,
they can be beat, but the thing is they haven't yet. So if they can go undefeated, that would be quite a feat here in the MOF. So the top game I did have on slate was the Broncos at Chiefs. That was also played. We both picked the Broncos, and we know what happened there. The Chiefs just surprised the whole world here and beat the Broncos 37-9. Again, as we said, the Chiefs they look unstoppable right now.
Wow, it's unbelievable. Throwing 8 passes and you beat the Broncos. I would never think that in my wildest wet dream. It's unbelievable. I can't imagine, but, you got it done with Charles. You got it done 6 picks on Manning. I don't know what D he was running, but he better run a clinic because I'm going to be the first one in line to learn.
Yeah, it looks like he's here to stay because I can't believe Manning threw 6 picks, but I still can't believe that. So, all right, so that's Week 13 6-pack picks. Now let's move on to Week 14. The 6th best game. Actually, let me just say this quick. The Week 14 does not have as many good games as Week 13, by the way. I think they have one game with the opponents above 500. As I look here, I actually might be wrong. No, there's the Lions and Steelers. That was it. The one game with 2 teams above 500. So Week 14 was like a sleeper. So the 6th best game I have on the schedule is the Patriots at Dolphins, only because the Patriots won their last meeting, and I did pick them again to win this one. I think the Patriots have the personnel to beat the Dolphins. So I picked the Patriots to win this game by about 4. And you picked the Dolphins.
Yeah, Dolphins. They're bad. Again, they're not bad. I think it's gonna force some turnovers and. They know their ass is on the line now because, the Beast just joined the division and the Bills, and they know they have they're going to have a tough time. So, I think the Dolphins win this game, and, unless it's a last-second field goal when he's winning by 30, but we'll see what happens.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. All right, so the 5th best game on schedule was just played with the Lions and the Steelers. I knew this was going to be a good game, and it obviously was. I picked the Steelers to win, and you again picked against yourself, so I picked up a game on you there.
Hey, you got to do, man. That's all I got to say.
All right, so the 4th best game on the slate just got played a moment ago. The Seahawks at the 49ers. Looks like we both picked the Niners to win that game, and they did so, 30-14. You picked them to win by 10, I picked them to win by 3, but either way, they won the game, and we both got the win there.
Yeah, 49ers again are done versus nobody. Hurrah.
Hurrah. All right, so the 3rd best game on the slate here is the Chiefs, the surging Chiefs, against the Eagles, who are dropping off. But it's still Hulk Smash Hugh, and he's had a great career here in the MOF, so I don't think he's going to lay down. As you can see, you picked the Eagles to win this game, but I picked the Chiefs to continue to stay hot.
Well, I may have made the wrong decision here. I'm sorry, but the thing is I don't know, man. The Chiefs, but Eagles, I had some faith, but now it's pretty much gone since you beat the Broncos.
Okay. And the 2nd best game is between the Jets and the newly found Bills. But the Bills lost tonight, so that that makes me a little nervous now. But I did pick the Jets either way. That was before Beast was resigned, so I think the Jets might have some problems with Beast, but I still think the Jets will probably win this game. I don't know, though. It's going to be a lot closer than I once thought.
Yeah, somebody's got to get Alex, who's hiding in the closet. As soon as we signed Coach Beast, he was gone in, and he's, I don't know, dealing with something inside a closet, dark closet right now, because he's scared to come out and play this guy because it's going to be a matchup.
It's going to be a good one, too. So now the 1st best game on the Week 14 schedule, I had the Saints and the Buccaneers. This game was already played. The Saints came out and they marched all over the Buccaneers here, and they moved right over at the 500 mark. You picked the Bucs, I picked the Saints. I won that one. I saw it coming. Like I said, I'm done picking Jay Fun in any game this season. So if he wins the games, I'm going to get automatic losses.
Jay Fun, you are the Buffalo Bills, of the 80s and 90s. You get there, you get everybody, big hot on, then you get them soft. I'm done with you, man. I'm done. You got to beat somebody good. Peace.
Okay, so that will wrap up the picks this week, the 6-pack of picks, and it looks like we don't have any callers here tonight. So we have about a minute left in the show. I just wanted to thank Paulie tonight for you co-hosting.
No problem.
And I wish everybody luck in the next couple of weeks as we lead to the playoffs here. Remember to schedule your games on the forum, and remember to play good sportsmanship football, not like Coach Aaron calling timeouts, kicking field goals up by 20 points.
You're true on that one.
That's why
we get some callers next time.
61-14.
Yeah, we got to get some callers next time. Next week, you guys better not go running scared. Come on, we ain't going to tear you up. Get on here, get on the show, man. We want to hear your voices. Yeah, exactly. Next week, if we have no callers, I'm going to start calling people at home. I'm going to call you at home. Your wife's going to get mad at you. So you better start calling in and getting on the show because our playoffs are coming soon, so we got to talk. So we have a caller on the line, but it's too late now, so I apologize. But, Paulie, again, thank you. All right, bro.
Thank you, listeners, for MOF Radio. We will see you next week.
Peace.
welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed.